Hi, this is Rebecca, and this is yet another janky video setup in a feeble attempt to become YouTube famous. You might have suspected you were clicking in on the Magical Buffet, and we're going to be getting some wonderful witchy content, but surprise, it was me, Dio. And if you get that reference, you're probably going to be vaguely amused by today's video, because today's video is going to be about a whole bunch of crap that I ordered from Entertainment Earth. If you follow the Magical Buffet on social media, which you absolutely should, and I'll provide the information in the description box, if you follow me, then you know that once a month I post my monthly picks for Entertainment Earth, which is a website that sells all kinds of collectibles, primarily in a nerdy gamer anime kind of way, but honestly they have licensed merchandise for just about everything. Pardon the glasses, they need to get adjusted, so I'll be doing this the whole video. Anyway, Entertainment Earth allowed me to become an affiliate, which means that if you shop through my affiliate link, you can get 10% off anything that's in stock. I believe you get free shipping if it's over $39. Something along those lines, and mainly every month I pick some favorites and I share them with the link. And I thought, I always told people that I shopped through Entertainment Earth, but I've never really provided much evidence in my real life or my internet life, whichever you consider to be more real. And so I did a bunch of Entertainment Earth shopping on Black Friday, and I actually placed a small order before Black Friday that I just haven't opened, and an item that I pre-ordered, because you can pre-order through Entertainment Earth, that arbitrarily arrived, so I decided that I would go ahead and open them all here on my crappy video, so that way I can do zero justice to the quality of the products, but also prove that, in fact, I do shop through Entertainment Earth, and I have the credit card debt to prove it. Now, a while back, I asked people, did they want to see book reviews? Did they want to see rankings? Did they want to see unboxings? Did they want to see this or that or the other thing? And also I said, did they want to see tipsy talks where basically I drink throughout the video and just get progressively tipsier as we talk about whatever I'm talking about? And it was split throughout everything except for one thing. And even when people left comments, they said in the comments that the only thing they all agreed on was that I should be drinking. And so obviously I want to make sure that I have a alcoholic beverage. And by a weird coincidence, in the back of my refrigerator that I'd been saving for a special occasion, and there's nothing more special than this nerdy type of video, I have this manga sake. And I thought, well, that seems pretty much on the nose for today's video. I purchased this in New Hampshire quite a while ago. I'm not an expert on sake at all. I enjoy it occasionally, generally when I go to a Japanese restaurant. I have no idea if this is considered good or bad, but it was reasonably priced and it had a very cool bottle. And so I went, hey, even if it sucks, I'll dump it down the sink and save the really cool bottle. So I'm going to be drinking that today to enjoy with you. Let's see what we've got here. It's not the most neutral tasting compared to some, but it's definitely drinkable. Like I said, I don't know about quality. All I know is things that I kind of like. This tastes kind of good to me. The great thing about alcohol is the further you go, the better it tastes as you go along. So with that out of the way, let's start looking at some nerdy stuff. Now, before you click out because you're like, I'm here for book reviews or witchy stuff or magical talk or whatever, don't do it. Because, one, I'm already a blabbermouth. Two, I'm going to be drinking. And so it's going to get messy. And it's going to probably be funny. And although this video is going to be stupidly long, and I have zero skills with editing, so it's going to probably not even get cut down, so who knows how long it's going to be, I'm guessing it's going to be kind of amusing. So hang around, give it a try. Maybe you'll decide to watch some anime based off of what you see. Maybe you'll decide to do some Entertainment Earth shopping for your next gift-giving occasion. or like for me, I do most of the shopping on there for myself, you should stick around. Give it a try. But maybe pause, go get yourself a glass of water, perhaps a cocktail, something to snack on. Let's get messy, shall we? All right, so the first thing I have is this little box, and this guy surprised the heck out of me when it showed up because this was a pre-order, and because it showed up around the same time that my order started showing up, I totally was caught blindsided by it. But when I saw this become available for pre-order, I had to pre-order it because it's Courage the Cowardly Dog. And everyone knows that Courage the Cowardly Dog is an amazing cartoon. And I know a lot of people like to slam on the Funko Pops, going like, oh, you can spend a little more money and get like a high quality like statue or action figure or whatever. But the thing that Funko does really well is translates animated characters into Pop Funkos. So I have a crap ton of Funkos. And I mean, there's some that are, based off of, live action characters, like Bobby from Supernatural. I've got Wong from Doctor Strange. But most of them that I have are just of cartoon characters because when they do a cartoon character, it's almost like the cartoon has come to three-dimensional life. So I've got like a bunch of, basically like 90s Cartoon Network stuff and a whole bunch of others. But when I saw Courage, I couldn't resist having my very own little Courage the Cowardly Dog. So I pre-ordered him so I wouldn't miss him. And what happens when you pre-order is, your order goes in and they don't charge you until it arrives. So this sucker actually got pushed out like, I think 6 months or so from when I ordered it. So but what happens is you pre-order it, and when it arrives, then they charge you, they ship it to you, and you can get surprised like that. Or if you shop responsibly, you'll know it's coming. All right, so now I've got 2 larger boxes, and I don't know which one this is going to be. So let's see here. We have got... All right, I think... All right. So obviously what happens is, since I buy action figures, you end up with a lot of packaging. And so to save some time, I already sliced these open and took out most of the packaging, but there's some. And thus far, I've never received anything damaged from Entertainment Earth. So this first one is, and you can hardly see it through here, this is Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is an anime. And so here's the thing, is that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure I really enjoy, but it's also very weird. It's like very campy, and it's gotten memed all to hell, and there's a whole lot of shipping involved. There's a lot of people that say that it's like, very gay, and I mean, it kind of is sort of a gay-looking show, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, okay, I'm not gonna worry about full assembly, but I wanted to take it out enough that you could actually see it. This guy, what's funny is, I'm not a huge fan of the character on the show, but stylistically, although, I mean, he's actually kind of ridiculous looking, but there's something about the character design for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters that just look really cool. And I always thought that this was a really cool looking character, and him in relationship to other characters I did like. So I got him because this was the one I was able to get him 10% off with free shipping. So I ordered him, and I do believe this is the one. Yep. So this is the one that it's the if you're an anime guy, you're totally going to be down for this. So I also got which you can barely see here. I got Kakuin, which is another character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He traveled with Jotaro during the Stardust Crusaders arc. Yeah, that's right. I know the names of some of the arcs. And you might have seen the infamous meme or gif of this character licking cherries like a total moron. Ridiculous. ridiculous looking. But I like the character design, and what I like about a lot of these anime figure manufacturers, I love how much motion they put in the figures, which you don't normally see in a lot of others. But I also just liked this character a lot. One cherry looking aside, but this is for my anime gays. That's right. These guys totally shipped all over the internet, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it. Then I read some BL hentai and was like, all right, I'm down for these guys as a couple. I'm not going to say a whole lot more because I don't want to spoil anything. In case you watch it, I mean, it's kind of an old, this arc is old, but I'm hoping that a lot of people that don't watch anime are watching it now. But anyway, it's just so you know, the actual anime series, these guys are not romantic at all. There's no, so far in the anime, there is no actual yaoi, boys love, anything like that going on. This is totally a fanship. But, this is, I'm trying to think. All right, so, two hot anime guys. Wait a second, two hot anime guys. What's, how old? Jotaro, Kakuin, Stardust. So apparently, yeah. So these guys were apparently 17 years old. So that's an anime 17. So they are wholesome young gentlemen that I will not be saying anything more about until they age one more year in print or in animation. So that was box numero doso. And now for so this leaves the big box. And this one at least is a little more diverse, a little more stuff going on. So yeah, so here we go. First thing is, and since my mom doesn't use the internet, I can just show you guys this. So my mom is a big M&M's fan, the green M&M being her favorite because she likes the color green. And although she always says, don't buy me anything that sits around, blah, 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 it's so hard to buy. She doesn't want t-shirts. She doesn't want anything that you eat or drink because calories. She doesn't want anything that sits around and collects dust. It's really hard to shop for someone that doesn't want any of those things. So I went ahead. This guy was pretty affordable, and I'm really actually impressed. The quality is so much better than I was anticipating for it. But I got this from my mom for Christmas, so that'll be for her. But this just shows you, we just opened up, A Courage the Cowardly Dog, a couple of anime figures, and now an M&M. So that kind of gives you an idea of how varied the, collections are. But yeah, this turned out actually really nice. I'm not going to take it out of the box since it's going to be way easier to gift wrap like that. Everybody drink. I'd say every time I push my glasses up, you drank, but you guys would be wasted by now. I promise, I'm about to go on vacation. I'm getting my glasses adjusted. It will not be a thing past that point. So let's see what else we've got in here. Oh, okay, so we've got another JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. All right, so what's funny is I really, you would think that it's my all-time favorite anime, and it's not. I don't know what I'd say my all-time favorite is, because I like different anime for different reasons, but the characters on the show are just, so compelling looking. And this is, let's see if I can, there's a lot of, this is one of those where you can kind of adjust what's in it. This is Bruno Buccarati. He is a high-ranking mafioso. And I've always been a big fan of the character, despite him looking kind of goofy. Okay, I cannot get him out in a, ooh, wait, maybe, here we go. If I don't have him fall apart on me. He's a mafioso, and he is the Golden Wind arc. And so I like him, even though he is goofy looking. And you might think he's a woman because he's got the little bobbed hairdo and the peekaboo thing. This is the black endgame mafioso look that I don't even think you see him in the anime. Now, again, I don't want to spoil. Golden Wind is actually my personal favorite for all the JoJo arcs, and this character is one of the best reasons for it. I'm not going to, because of spoilers, I'm not going to say the ultimate reason why he's my favorite, but I also like him because it's like the old school mob, where it's like, oh yeah, they'll like contract kill and murder, but you're pushing drugs to kids. That's wrong, and that's why we're going to stop things. So that part is pretty cool if you're a fan of kind of that old school mob morality tale type of thing. So this is pretty cool. I have a different one of him in his normal white, that's like much bigger and pretty cool looking. Maybe sometime I'll take a picture of like him and the little mafiosa mini-me next to it. But we got him. He was a mid-level mobster. How old? Bruno Golden Wind. 20. I mean, I'm okay with saying that looks like a 20-year-old, but at the same time, really, mid-range mob boss in Italy, 20 years old. I don't know. They always talk about, the young girls and anime thing, but I mean, you're a mob boss at 20? In Italy? That seems crazy, possibly. Okay. So we've got, I think this is, yes, it's more JoJo, okay? It's more JoJo. The JoJo characters are cool, and this is actually the same arc. So this is Golden Wind, my favorite arc, blah, blah, blah. This is Giorno, who you might have seen as a meme because he's got like the really goofy hair. Because again, the characters look really cool, but also really stupid all at the same time. He's got the meme where his hair has like little cinnamon rolls at the front, because if you look, I'm not sure how well, yeah, you can kind of see his little cinnamon roll hair here. Another peekaboo top. It's the Giovanna. He ends up joining forces with Bruno to take down the current head of the mob, because none of them like the drugs getting pushed on the kids thing. And so, they want to do it for the people of Italy. I made sure to pull back from the bad Italian accent, but they're doing it for the people of Italy. They deserve mob violence, but no mob drugs. What can I say? And so I'm gonna go ahead. Here's your little bit of spoilers. This is him in the black outfit, and he wears a very iconic, very pretty purple outfit throughout Golden Wind. But at the very end, when they do the big reveal that he's now running the show, he's in black. So actually, he ends up being the mob boss, not even like a high-level guy like Bruno. How old? Holy, 16! Okay, 16. So yeah, the thing says that this dude, 16 years old at the start, 17 at the end, which is this look here, 17 years old, and he is running the entirety of the mob. I know it's fiction, okay? I know it's fiction. We already had like the 20-something, 16-year-old boys or 17-year-old boys. I shouldn't take it so personally, but what can I say? I am, and that's just that. It's another one of those. See, I generally try not to get ones that are like these. There's different kinds. Let me give you Rebecca's brief tutorial on anime figure shopping. I personally like to buy figures that are just basically plastic statues. Everything is there, everything's in place, blah, blah, blah. However, apparently there's like a big customizable thing where there's people that go, oh, but I want to be able to, choose this and that and the other thing. And so what happens, like with these last two, is that it's not just that little figure. there's also like a bazillion different hands, so they're in different poses, and like a couple of different heads in case you want them looking different ways. And it's like, I don't want to have to make those choices, okay? I want the artist who made it or licensed it or whatever, I want them to think for me. I don't want to have to put it together. I don't want to have to make those choices. And good God, I don't want to have to keep track of a million tiny little hands. So that way it could be either like finger guns or like this or something. It drives me nuts, but I really like those characters. I like them in the all black outfits because black is always cool regardless of what we're talking about. So, oh, also, no, I don't think I know of any like real shipping that goes on. I want to help keep my anime gays and my boys love yaoi people that might be here abreast of the situation. Kakuin Jotaro, all kinds of stuff online about those two, and let me tell you, some of it very hot. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen any for the Golden Wind guys, which, considering there's a guy who, like, his special ability is like a gun that he keeps in his waist, I mean, the symbolism is rife for it. But yeah, I don't see a lot for that. Okay, so what is this? Oh, so I was tardy to the One Punch Man party. If you've never watched One Punch Man, it is a lot of fun, but I would say that it's more fun if you've watched other anime, because the thing with One Punch Man is that it's like an action anime, but it also does a lot of things that kind of make fun of the action anime genre and like the superhero genre and all that stuff. But the main character, Saitama, his special thing is that it's fun to watch. So if you like this kind of thing, watch it. But his whole thing is that, he can basically take out a guy in one punch. Rebecca loves things that are named what they are. One Punch Man anime about a guy takes people out with one punch. But the Saitama, although kind of a cool character, is not like, he's just like kind of a dude, which is actually the whole gist about it. But there's another character who's like, it's funny because he is a super powerful, but less powerful than the main character, but the world assumes that he is more powerful. And he is a cyborg named Genos. I can't remember what his superhero name is. And so this character made Rebecca go, okay, I must be robosexual. Because first off, I am still crushing hard on Nick Valentine from Fallout. If you know, the hard-boiled, noir, frickin' cyborg detective. But then there's also this dude, Genos, who is has been basically, if I'm remembering correctly, a guy came and like took out his village, and so he was saved by a scientist, and the scientist keeps replacing parts on him and making him stronger and stronger, so that way he can go out and eventually avenge like his village or his parents by, taking out the people that attacked. And it's the figure's cute and all, but it does not do him justice. How old? Genos, One Punch Man. Serve it. Okay, so 19 years old. He is officially over 18, so I shall objectify him by going hot, totally hot. And we're going to use the part where Nick Valentine presents as like a older, like middle-aged man to make my robosexuality okay. But yeah, so 19. And so this is a pretty okay figure. One Punch Man. Not sure who One Punch Man is necessarily for in my Magical Buffet community, but if you like action with humor, particularly if you've watched other anime, then One Punch Man is a lot of fun. And what is... I can't remember what... Oh, Color Rebecca Happy Campers. So, haha. So this last one is Aki from Chainsaw Man. I'm really considering starting to read the anime read the manga, because the anime was really well done, but apparently, like, in Japan, in America, the anime was really well received, but in Japan, I guess it kind of like didn't do so well, and so a lot of people aren't sure if there's going to be like another season. And then on top of it, if you're an anime nerd, please come closer. Please come closer. This is for you, because it's like, and then also it was done by MAPPA. And as we've all learned recently, we always knew that MAPPA treated their animators and people like crap, like slaves. But, they started having them walk out and all this kind of stuff. So then it's like, so not only did it not do incredibly well in Japan as an anime, but the people that were making it are having problems as well. But it's really compelling, and everyone that's read Chainsaw Man, that's like they're like way, because there's like a lot of it out there, and so they're like way ahead of what we saw, and they're all saying that it's really good. And so that's what happens. This is what happens when you watch anime. So sometimes you'll have an anime and you'll just really like it, and you'll just not want to wait to find out what happens, and so you'll end up reading the manga to get ahead. And so it's like, I try to be patient, because Lord knows I have enough stuff to read without that. But Chainsaw Man is one of them that's tempting me to read ahead. So anyway, we've got Aki. Now, it took me a long time to commit to an Aki figure from Chainsaw Man, because I think Aki is smoking hot, and I really wanted one that basically captured that he was How old? Aki. 19! Alright, 19 years old. Okay, first off, I don't know. I mean, he's not like, a fucking JoJo character ripped. So, but I also thought he was older than 19. But anyway, because he is 19, so I always thought the character was really hot. And the problem is, though, is that any anime figure that really was like showing his absolute smoking hotitude was triple digit pricing. And, I can't do that. I wish I could. I would love to, but I can't. And it's a big gripe with me, because if you're into almost any popular female anime character, for like $50 or less, you can buy her half naked in a bunny suit with nylons and stuff. But God forbid you literally want any anime male character that normally wears a shirt shirtless. That's all, maybe. You're not even looking for anything like, not safe for work, hentai, freaky. You just want a dude without a shirt on. Easily $100. And it's not worth it. They're not real. You know what I mean? They're not real. It's not a real boy. But I think Aki is a really cool character. Actually, almost all the characters in Chainsaw Man are really good. If you don't have an aversion to violence, because it is relatively gory, but you want like a really compelling, kind of surreal, supernatural storytelling type thing, Chainsaw Man, very good. And it's only 12 episodes, I think. So you could really, it's not a huge commitment. Like if you, after listening to me talk about JoJo Man, you're like, ooh, I'm going to check out JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's a lot of episodes. I can't remember how many, but a lot. I'm not looking it up. It's a lot. So that's a lot of episodes. One Punch Man, not too many episodes if you wanted to check it out. Not too bad. Chainsaw Man, I think out of all the anime things that have happened in this rec, is I think the shortest with the 12 episodes. And Real Talk, I think is the most compelling with only 12 episodes. So I have been drinking. Pretty sure I've sworn now. I have pretty much outed myself as not only having the hots for fictional characters, but having to reel back comments because it turned out that most of the fictional characters I have the hots for are of not legal age. And that is on the artists, okay? That's not right. And it's going to give young boys all kinds of body issues. Or it's going to bring up a whole new generation of smokingly hot 13-year-old boys, which does not do any good for anyone, honestly. So that was a whole lot of Entertainment Earth, whole lot of JoJo's. This was like almost entirely anime stuff, except for my adorable Courage the Cowardly Dog, and my Genos, and my Aki. Anything I should tell you about all of this? I don't think so. What I am going to tell you is, in the description, I'm going to put my affiliate link, which lets you go to Entertainment Earth and shop. I do make a small commission off of any sales that get done through the link, but that's no additional cost to you. So if you're looking to do some shopping, particularly in the nerd-o-verse of things, I do recommend Entertainment Earth. People do ask me from time to time, where do I buy my anime figures? And I primarily buy them either from Entertainment Earth or Crunchyroll. Both of which have given me no problems as far as shipping, items coming intact, the whole 9 yards. Because when you shop through them, you know you're getting the actual official licensed item. Because what happens is, and I do it, you can shop for anime figures like AliExpress, but you have to do some serious research, because what happens is that a lot of times those figures will just be random parts put together. And so if you're not careful, you see a deal that's too good to be true, you might just be getting a cheap knockoff, which, if it looks good, then whatever. If you're like me and you're not buying these because you're looking for collector's value, you just want to put them out and look at them and be reminded of your favorite characters and just be like, those are cool looking, then more power to you. But since you don't know what you're going to get when you shop through there, I do try to first go to places that sell officially licensed things, hence the Crunchyroll and Entertainment Earth. So Entertainment Earth, I've also dealt with their customer service, and they've been incredibly nice. I really have no complaints about Entertainment Earth. I shopped there well before I ever got an affiliate code. So feel free to poke around using the affiliate link. You should absolutely follow the Magical Buffet on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You'll see when I post a link for my monthly picks. Usually the last week of the month, I'll post my top whatever picks for the weeks prior. So like in this case, I'm filming this at the kind of beginning of December. Lord knows how long it'll be before you see it. Beginning of December. The last week of December, I'll end up sharing a link on all those to all of that. I also have a Patreon where I've had it for a while, but it's still kind of a work in progress. But at the minimum, what you do is you're supporting me, obviously. And what you get is, depending on the tier, you get lots of photos of my adorable goofy dogs. It's these tier up. You also get always a monthly tarot forecast. And the $10 a month tier gives you access to adult content, primarily scantily clad candids of yours truly, and sometimes just other sex talk things end up there. But and then there's lots of other things. I post the links to all my articles from themagicalbuffet.com. The links are there, and those are obviously, you don't need to actually pay to get those, because if you go to themagicalbuffet.com, you can subscribe and you'll get emailed every time I post a review, an interview, an excerpt, or whatever. I think that is all the ways that you can show me some love and help support my ever-expanding anime figure collection, and perhaps even one day buy something that will film better than what you're looking at this on now. Perhaps even pay someone to edit it so you're not listening to all this random crap as I peter out. So if you would like to see better quality videos, you should subscribe to my channel. You should like this video. You should share it amongst everyone else. And you should give me money. Just give me money. Also, Entertainment Earth, it's great being an affiliate, but, if you want to just give me money for being me and saying embarrassing things about fictional male anime characters, I can do that. I can do that. Also, I've consumed a healthy chunk of the manga sake, and this tastes pretty good. Manga sake. You want to sponsor me? Also down for that. So until next time, I will be lurking on the internet and watching a lot of anime on YouTube. Have a good one.